Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna go outside and water my garden, check on everything here, and then I'm gonna go to my dad's and we're gonna plow up a little spot to plant his peppers, I think, sweet peppers and white peppers. And I'm gonna try to weed around some of his trees and bushes and things like that and just get that cleaned up a little bit. Maybe mulch, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Flash, stop. Anyway, I got supper in the crock pot. We made Salisbury steak. Get down. We made some Salisbury steak. So let me show you supper. So here is what we're gonna have for supper. I just put that in and it's gonna cook on low for 8 hours. Hey guys, welcome back and happy Father's Day. I hope that if you still have your dad around that you can find time today to go spend some time with him, or at least call if you're far apart and just spend some time on the phone with your dad. But this was Saturday and I spent the day with my dad, and as I've gotten older I've found how precious those times are and I hold them dear to my heart. So I just wanted to share my dad with you guys today.
And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
So this is what we're left with. It is a mess. We did find 2 softballs. Found that one and another one. I do want to keep that. I think that's cute. I think that might have been what they started out with, and there's some rock here, so I think they did a little flower bed around, but don't know what happened after that. Just got overgrown, I guess. I would love to keep this tree. I don't know what to do. If I cut those dead limbs off, then it's going to be just a lopsided tree, so I don't know, but we're going to get out here and get this cleaned up. But I need to water my things first.
Tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon in the far.
My dad has always put out a huge garden. As far back as I can remember, he's always put out a garden, and I never was one to jump in and help. And looking back over that, I wish so badly that I would have found the love for gardening as I have now, like years ago, so I could have helped him. It's hard work, and I know that there were times that he probably was out here when he didn't feel like it, and he needed help, and I was nowhere around. I was always busy shopping or doing my thing, you know. Just wasn't the type to be out in the garden with my dad. And I know, looking back, that there would have been a lot of conversations. I could have learned a whole lot about gardening. He has a whole lot of wisdom about a lot of things. He is a very sweet, gentle man, and it just seems like everything he touches comes to life. He can grow anything. As you guys have seen, my dad has a sweet disposition about himself. He can tame any animal. He can plant anything and it just thrive. He can fix anything that's broken. He can fix anything that's wrong with your car. He can pick up any musical instrument and play it. I mean, there's just not a whole lot that my dad can't do. And as he's getting older, I guess that's one thing that hurts my heart a little more, is seeing that he's becoming weak and feeble and he can't do as much as he used to do. So Heather and I jumped in and we plowed up a little spot up above his little building. I had given him some pepper plants and some tomato plants, some cucumbers, just some different things, and he had set some things out, but he needed a spot to set out his pepper. So Heather and I went to his house and we plowed up a little spot, probably about 10 feet long, and we planted that for him. And then we jump in and we trim up some trees, and there's a whole lot more that he needs help with. that we need to do, but we did spend a lot of time out here with him on this day. We got out here about 12 o'clock and we left about 6, I guess, so we got to spend a good amount of time with him.
We can go and say, trust me, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Yeah, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Oh, I won't let you down. We could have the world to ourselves, going to a place that's far, staring at the stars for hours, 'cause you're a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Yeah, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Oh, I won't let you down. Some gay.
This ground was so hard and so dry, so as Heather would go through with a tiller, I would go behind her and rake the dead grass off to try to just get a dirt spot. But then we brought this little tiller in to get down in there and just kind of cultivate and just kind of soften this ground up. If you guys notice, my dad came with his little wagon and he has some mulch in the back of it. He wanted some mulch on this garden, but he's on his little wheel horse lawnmower. And just a fun fact about this, my dad bought this lawnmower when I was 8 years old. So he bought it in 1988. It is 36 years old and it still runs as good as it did the first day he bought it. So it has definitely been a good one. It's also been babied and been very well taken care of. But he was telling Heather about buying this lawnmower. It was a very pricey back in 1988. I think he said he paid over $2,000 for it, and I know that had to have been a huge chunk of change for them at that time, but it has definitely been a good one. But we were burning up on this day. We would work for like 5 minutes and go sit in the shade, and I would drench myself with water. I'd pour water all over myself because I learned from jumping in that pool that when you're wet, it helps. So if you see me wet, it's not sweat. I did sweat, but it's not sweat. It's water. But we had to keep telling my dad too to go sit down. I didn't want him to get too hot, but he has to be doing something all of the time.
Oh, hold me close. Promise you won't let go. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. You are the one I choose. I wanna grow old with you. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. Even though years have gone by, I'm still in love with the way that you smile. And when I look in your eyes, I know that I will.
My dad's building is sitting kind of on a hill, so it's dug out. So I was throwing these grass clumps down into that hole, and I noticed that I was getting a little aggressive with my throw, and I looked at Heather and I was like, oh, whoops. But my dad knows every inch of this property. Of course, he's lived here my whole life, but he puts out a little spot here and a little spot there, and it aggravates my mom. She's like, I wish you'd just put out one big garden. I'm still weak. Huh? I'm still weak. I still got some pains. Like sometimes I feel like it's a gallbladder, but I bet it's my pancreas from where I had really still flared up. But the other day my mom said, I wish you would just put out one big garden. But as I was digging up a spot to put those watermelons and cantaloupes the other day, I said, what about putting it here? And he said, no, that's red clay mud. They won't grow well there. It's just like he knows in every spot what kind of dirt it is. And that's why he does have a few things here and there. You know, there's no sense in planting something in red clay mud that's not going to grow. And if it takes 4 or 5 little strips or little gardens in different spots for something to thrive and grow, then that's what he does.
Oh, hold me close. Promise you won't let go. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. You're the one I choose. I wanna grow old with you. I'm nothing without you. I don't know what I would do without you. Do without you. Do without you. Do without you.
Gosh, Dusty. Don't get down here and breathe that dust. That thing's about like a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna wear your arms out on it.
Yeah.
I told Heather I still hurt where my gallbladder was. I bet it's my pancreas from where I had pancreatitis. I bet it's.
Could be.
I wonder if my numbers are good now.
I don't know.
Wait, so you go back to the doctor. Well, I'm supposed to go to 1 week follow-up.
Yeah, I know, and you didn't. You fussed at me, so I shut up.
Turn that rake over. Ain't you learned your lesson?
Oh.
Yeah, I should have.
Heather stepped on a rake and smacked her in the face.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past. 'Cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in. But everything happens for a reason. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need a helping hand. Just like iron sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together. It's so unnecessary worrying about life. I might not have it all, but I know I'll be alright. He's gonna challenge me to be the best I can be.
So we ended up setting out 13 jalapeno plants, hot pepper plants, and then we set out 6 tomato plants. He just had that on his porch from where I'd given him, and they needed to be put into the ground. They had pretty much grown as much as they were going to in these little containers. We've set out our pepper plants probably a couple of weeks ago, and they're doing really well. So I think these will do okay as long as we can keep them watered and all that. If he's having a bad day and doesn't feel like going outside in the heat, then we can come over here and water those for him. But then in another little spot closer to the back of the house, he has a bigger garden, and we set out 5 sweet pepper plants there. So I'm glad we were able to come out here and help him and get some things in the ground. Then we go out front where I planted the watermelons and cantaloupes, and we put some Miracle Grow pot and soil around those just so we can kind of see them better. He can see them better. I've told you guys, my dad has macular degeneration, so his vision is not great at all. He can't drive a car. He can't read any of that. Sometimes you just have to be somebody's eyes or somebody's legs, and that's what I always want to be for him and my mom too.
I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do tonight. I really don't care as long as I'm with you.
I was blessed with a very good dad. My dad is a very simple man, but he's overcame his obstacles too. My dad, many years ago, used to be an alcoholic, and thankfully, I don't remember those days. It was when my brother was a baby before I was born. So he put my mom through a whole lot of stuff, but he ended up getting saved, and it completely changed his life. I'm going to see if maybe he'll give his testimony to you guys one day, because it's a good one. In 2016, I almost lost my dad. He was working in the garden fine one day. The next day, he said he needed to go to the doctor. And then he said, no, I think I just need to go to the hospital. And at that time, my dad did not go to the doctor or hospital, so we knew he was extremely sick. He ended up having pneumococcal pneumonia. He had sepsis. His body was septic, so he was flown to Knoxville, and I thought he was going to die. We were just waiting on his heart to stop, and I begged God not to take my dad. I needed my dad so much. Kaylin needs my dad. We all do, and the Lord heard us. He spared his life. When my dad came off the vent, he was crazy. They call it ICU psychosis. So I got my dad back, but he wasn't my dad. He was crazy. He would say things I've never heard my dad say before, and it broke my heart. He didn't know who I was. Every time I walked in the room, I would say, Dad, do you know who I am? And he would say this crazy name that I'd never heard of before, and it just broke my heart that he didn't know who I was. But when my dad didn't even know his own name, you could say, Dad, are you saved? And he would say, yeah, I'm saved. And he would tell you the day he got saved, who was preaching the night he got saved. He could give you his complete testimony. It's all he knew. So I've always said you can lose your mind. You can not even know who you are, but you'll never lose Jesus. One day I walked in his room and I said, Dad, do you know who I am? And he said, yeah, Mindy, because he calls me Mindy or Sadie. He's always called me those two names. He said, why wouldn't I know who you are? And I had my dad back. So I'll forever be thankful for that. But above all, I'm thankful that he raised me to, above all, love Jesus. That what matters most in life is how you treat people. Not one person is any better than the other, and that we're all loved equally by our Creator. He taught me to love everyone, no matter how much money they had, what kind of house they lived in, what they drove, what color their skin was, what their lifestyle looked like, to leave the judging up to Jesus and just love people and help people as much as you possibly can. If you have something that someone needs and you don't need it, give it to them. He taught me to respect myself and to respect everyone else, to always take care of what I have and don't expect anything to be handed to me that I would need to work for it. He taught me to always be kind to animals, to save for a rainy day. If it wasn't my business, to stay out of it. Never start a fight But if someone comes at me swinging, to always finish it. He taught me how to find joy in simple things. And above all, he taught me to have a heart like Jesus. And as the years have gone by, I can look back over all the things he taught me, and I can clearly see how wise and how simple of a man he is. And that it doesn't take material things to be happy. To be happy, you need to find that within yourself, and that sure won't come from money. It comes from things like gardening and gifting things, blessing other people, taming a stray kitten, mowing your neighbor's yard, just the simple things. He is a simple man, and I'm so thankful that the Lord chose him to be my daddy, because I wouldn't trade him for any other dad in the world.
Wandering and fading, I know there is something more than this. I think I am ready for doing some changing. Oh God, there is something more than this. You can have all the world. I wanna be a shining light, that shows through the darkness, the fire burning in the night. Be a hope for the world so broken. Be a friend to the lonely, the joy that he showed me. Make the broken things new. Yeah, I'm the only hope for you and I wanna have
I enjoyed spending the day with my dad. One good thing about doing YouTube is that one day I'll have a whole lot of memories to look back on, or my kids will have a whole lot of memories to look back on. But thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much. I hope that you find time today to spend with your dad if he's still here, or if you're a dad, I hope you're having the most blessed day ever. If you're a dad to someone else's kids, or if you're a single mom being a dad too, I hope you find extra blessings on this day. But I love you. Jesus loves you so much, no matter what. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
live a life that shows through